Let's carry on with Sevu Reece, because after a little drought, I suppose, in terms of his kind of drought, you know, with a guy who is prolific at trying scoring as he is in Super Rugby, he's currently equal now with TJ Perenara and not far away. What makes it amazing about him being equal to TJ Perenara and his strike rate in Super Rugby is that he scored his 65 tries from 83 games. So he scores in 78% of the games that he plays, which is absolutely outstanding. Perenara scored at 40%. And if you go through the top guys of the try scorers, Julian Savia, 37%, Folau, 62%.
That's the one that gets me, Folau.
Yeah.
Like when I think Israel Folau, I felt like he was scoring every game.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was at 62% and Sevu's at 78.
Yeah.
To be frank, I don't think we've appreciated it until you've actually presented those numbers, like how dominant and how strong he has been.
Yeah. So let's play the Super Rugby quiz. If you go from that list of the all-time try scorers to the all-time try scoring strike rate list, there are only 7 players in the history of Super Rugby with over 70% try scorers. Wow. There have been, and deal with me here, 2,972 players in Super Rugby history, and only seven of them have scored at over 70%. Brenna, Rupeni Thautau at 115%.
It was a hell of a season.
He only played 13 games of Super Rugby. That's out of this world.
But that's what I mean. Like, for me, like Rupeni, when I think about it, you know, we've talked about a lot around, you know, Jonah Lomu and how many, you know, when Rupeni was playing, he only played one season?
One season.
Yeah, but like,
won a title and lit.
We still talk about him around being, you know, thinking that he was there for a couple of years, but it was just that 1 year that he was just electric and scored from every part of the field. So, yeah, Rupeni Thautau, absolutely a magician. So it's just a shame, Chipper, that we didn't get to see more of him.
Yeah, it is, definitely for Blues fans. I think there's a few that will surprise you on this, especially the current players.
Yeah.
If you look at Waisake Noholo, I know he's not current, but he's still running about in NPC. But, you know, his strike rate, you know, when you think about his first year at the Blues, didn't get as many tries as he liked and probably not as many opportunities. But what he did down at the Highlanders. And then your mate, Will Jordan. Tell you what, he's on the heels of Sevu Reece.
45 from 63.
Yeah, he'd be looking at that as well. Actually, he does like the old strike rate percentage, or will when he's playing. But then I've seen a couple of old ones as well, like Jolie Vanderi as well. Yeah, 70%, and Marika Vunumbaka. Yeah, the 2 Fijian boys that were back in the day. So yeah, there's some great names in there. But sorry, Ross, and I should actually know this is a bit of a code here, but James Small. Can you help me out?
Okay, Sharks,
South Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want, yeah.
That was the early days, and James Small is 3rd place on this list. So just read you the list. Rupeni Thautau, 15 tries in 13 games, 115%. Sevu Reece, 65 from 83, 78%. 3rd place, the only South African on the list, acknowledging that out of 7 players here, 5 of them are Fijian born. So we've got to acknowledge that. James Small is in 3rd place, 14 tries from 19 games in Super Rugby. Obviously, he straddled the amateur professional era, so he would have played a few more games in the amateur super competition, the Super 10, before it became Super 12. But 74% for James Small. You know, I'm sure these day and ages, he would have had more red cards than that. He probably wouldn't have spent as much time.
I think all of us would have had a lot more red cards, just quietly.
After James Small, Waisake Noholo, 73%, Will Jordan, 71%, Joelle Vanderi, 70%, and Marika Vunumbaka, 70%. So when you think about the fact that Sevu Reece and Will Jordan have been in the same team for the majority of that
It's a lot of tries.
That is
shows the dominance of the Crusaders.
Exactly, like their ability to strike, like what do you call it, Brendan? Click attack. When you've got 2 guys like that on the top 7 list, currently playing in the same team and have won that many titles, you can see why.